Hi, my name is Kelly Rollin. I'm the coordinator for pre-kindergarten and family engagement. Today I want to share a strategy with you for reducing the number of pages in a file that needs to be posted in the Title I crate. As you know, the file limit is 20 pages, but I'm going to show you a file that clearly cannot be posted the way it is because it has 22 pages. And let me share my screen right now. And I want to thank Wilshire ahead of time because they sent this file to me and asked me for some help with um, changing it so that there would be fewer than 20 pages. That way they could add the rest of the information that they still need to add. So if you look over here on the left side of my screen, you'll see the annual meeting sign-in sheets. And there are 22 pages. Every page has one sign-in sheet to itself. And obviously, since you can only have one file for your annual meeting, this current file, the way it is too large. So I'm going to open my handy dandy snipping tool. So I'm going to go down here to my Windows, and I'm going to open my snipping tool. Now notice that over here on the right-hand side of my screen, I also have a Word document that is open. It's blank. And so before I start my snipping, I want to set up my document so that it's ready for my content. So I'm going to go to Layout, and on Margins, I'm going to set them to Narrow, and on Orientation, I'm going to change it to Landscape. So now I have all this room, almost the whole page, to be able to put my pictures. So now I'm going to make my first snip, and I'm trying to find my cursor over here. Where did it go? There it is. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, so I click on New, and I just come over here and I grab my page, and then I go up here to the top and I click on the copy icon, and I take that over to my Word document, and I see it right there. So now I don't quite have room for another picture of the next page over here. So I make it a little bit smaller. On your computer, if you look at my screen, I have it divided into 3 sections, but I have a pretty large screen. So on your screen, you're probably going to be doing a lot of snip, minimize, paste, shrink, then scroll to the next page, snip, paste, shrink, and that's just going to be your process through the whole document. So I can see that this is the first page that I did over here on my Word doc. It says Condon at the top, and that is the teacher's name, I presume. And then I'm ready to go to my next page. And I am going to do a new snippet. Notice that I am not copying all of the extra white space. That's just going to take up room on your Word document. But I do have to make sure that I get every one of the signatures that are at the bottom and everything that's at the top. So now I am going to copy, paste, and see, I minimized this one just enough for that one. These 2 pages, the 2 snips are a little bit different size. That's not a problem. If I see my cursor is down here in the right-hand corner, so if I hit Enter, now I have another clean page. So I'm just going to continue this process. New, copy, paste, shrink, new. Uh-oh, I forgot to scroll to the next page. And I know that because I can see over here, Asia is the first signature over there, and Asia is the first signature over here. So I cancel my paste. I scroll to the next page. Now I do a new one. I come over here and I paste. See, this one was bigger. It doesn't have enough room up there. So I just shrink it. It jumps right back up to where it belongs. And I scroll down to the next page. Scroll down to the next page in my document. And you just keep doing this. So now you can see that if my original document over here was 22 pages long, by putting 2 sign-in sheets on one page, now it is only 11 pages long. And that leaves me plenty of room to go back and add my my invitation in English and Spanish, my minutes, my agenda with minutes out to the side, my slides, my slide deck with 6 slides per page, and a copy of my family engagement policy and homeschool compact. So now by putting multiple pages onto a page, I have created enough space in my file for more pages. I may just hit that 20-page limit, but that's okay. It's okay for it to be 20 pages. If you really had to, you could put 3 pages to a screen, to a page. Like so. And when you do this, sometimes it helps to go up to your formatting and do position, format, and maybe I want this one to be, that went all, there it is, down to the bottom right. And then maybe I want this one to be in the middle, and then maybe I want this one to be at the top. So now I have 3 pages on a page. So depending on how many sign-in sheets you have, then you just keep shrinking your pictures. Now, I would not put more than 4 pages on a page. I mean, because our auditors, once you've assigned each one of these pictures a position, then you could actually, you can actually move them around to where you want them. And I will say that doing this on a Word doc is a lot easier to manipulate than trying to do it on a Google Doc. Just because Google Docs don't always play nicely. So I could cover up the corner of a page like so, but I don't want to cover up any of the signatures. So I'm just going to give that a position of the upper left. So now you can see I have 4 pages, and I would probably even want to make them a little bit bigger if I can, because the auditors will really appreciate that. So this is just one way that you can create enough space in a file to maintain that 20 page limit. Don't forget that when you save this file, that you need to save it as an Adobe PDF. It says it needs to save it before it needs to save the Word document before it can make the Word file. So you say yes, and I'm just going to put this on my desktop for the time being. And this is Wilshire Annual Meeting sign-in sheets. Okay. So then it's going to be, it will also create a Word document, a PDF document, and then once you have your PDF document open, like you see over here, then you can go up here and click on Tools. And once you have the tools open, you can do Organize Pages. And when you organize the pages, one thing that is helpful for our auditors is that you make sure that each of the pages are right side up. So you would want to, you can see that this page is right side up and this page is right side up. So they're not having to stand on their heads to read the document. Also, if I go back to Tools, I can do Organize Pages. Now, if I want to add pages, I can click on Insert from File. Say I just wanted to, let's say I wanted to add this document. So I click on it, and I want it to be after the last page. So now I've added all of those pages. So now you're not having to use a scanner and you're not having to cut and paste with your scissors. You are just cutting and pasting electronically. So this is an easy way to put all of your pages that you need for your annual meeting or any of the other family engagement event meetings that you're having. Any of the other files that you have to put in the crate that might be too long. Also keep in mind, when you have your Title I meeting, your official business meetings, you have to include all of the sign-in sheets. So you have 2 official business meetings. One is the annual meeting at the beginning of the year, and the second one is the PAC meeting at the end of the year. And so for both of those events, you have to have every sign-in sheet. However, when you're doing literacy night or math night or science night, whatever it is, then you are only required to include a sample of sign-in sheets. So keep that in mind as you are preparing your crates, your files for the crate. Okay, that's all I have for you today. Hope you're having a great year, and I wish you well. So be sure you call me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. Thanks a lot. Bye.